sit back and see a little performance for you. Sit back, relax, and please listen to this story. It's filled with cruelty, fear, and shame, cowardice, hope, and glory. This tale is repeated every day, from West Coast to the East. Near the Gulf Coast, up the Mississippi, we like to see it cease. Now we're going to focus on a place that might be very near. Don't hesitate, just concentrate, and the images start to clear. First we see a nice kid with a smile upon his face. He hasn't many friends because he hasn't found his place. Let's stay and watch him for a while and see what happens to that beautiful smile. Uh-oh, here comes a girl, so big, so proud, so strong. I've got a bad feeling this is gonna turn out wrong. I think that she's someone we all might know. She stands there making herself into a show. She points and gestures at that lonely kid and ridicules for the things she says he did. She says, too tall, too short, too fat. Look at her. She just thinks that she's all that. Her words hit the kids like bullets from a gun. But she claims that she's just having fun. With words that hurt, she thinks she's clever. The pain cuts deep and stays forever. And there he sits, without making a sound. He's afraid to look up. He only looks down. And see who's standing right next to her. You recognize that guy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's not the one who started the game, but he likes to pile on all the same. And maybe we think, well, he's not the worst, but only because he isn't the first. Now it's his turn, and he jumps right in. He echoes the bully while he mocks with a grin. And there he sits. A tear comes to his eye. But he knows he can't let them see him cry. Now here comes another girl onto the scene. She doesn't say much, but she's equally mean. She's obvious in her support of the two, though bullying is something she'd never do. She'll laugh and point and join the attack. She pretends to be good while she hides in the back. She's kind of a cheerleader, except there's no cheer if you're the kid with no luck and you ended up here. And there he sits, wondering, why pick on me? His legs are so wobbly, but he can't try to flee. Now just look at that guy as he stands over there. He has a blank face, but he's dying to share. When he meets with his buds today after school, he'll certainly tell them what he saw. It's cool. This kid that I'd never seen till today's lunch was surrounded by the usual bullying bunch. Well, you know, I wouldn't be involved in abuse, but I've got to admit, I was really amused. And there he sits, didn't know that a school would be the place where life is so cruel. There's another guy standing near the edge of the crew. He looks like he isn't sure what he should do. He hopes the bullies don't notice him there. In his mind, he is saying, I really don't care. He won't be mean, but he won't be kind. I guess you could say his conscience is blind. Oh yeah, there's one thing I forgot to mention. His goal is to avoid the bully's attention. And there he sits, sinking into depression. He hopes to survive this torturous session. This young lady's witnessing things that make her quite nauseous. She'd stand up to the bullies if she weren't so cautious. She knows they've no right to engage in such things. She hears the taunts, sees the smirks, and feels the sting. She's thinking this bullying is so undeserved. She'd like to be the hero, but she hasn't the nerve. So she stands by silently, the burden immense. She can't accept her inability to come to the defense. And there he sits, and he hopes for a friend, and dares to think maybe this all will soon end. At last we see a girl who stands by the door. She's angry. And she says, I can't take anymore. I just have to do something. But what should I do? I'll try to console him when this is all through. I think I'll go now. There's no reason to wait. I know that I'm right, and I won't hesitate. I'll tell an adult, both at home and at school, about today's actions. So wrong and so cruel. And now he stands up. He survived the behavior because one brave soul took the role as his savior. Each of us knows what's wrong and what's right. We could make the choice to be the shining light. You don't need to have all kinds of superpowers. The problem is theirs, but the solution is ours. Intimidation and taunts are just not the way for kids who want only to laugh and to play. The bullies are the ones who have something to fear, though, when we each stand up and say, I'll be the hero. And now he walks away, his head held high. We can end this right now. We just have to try.